Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat Live, back with another video. I thought I'd do this video, I want to call it the 1 minute airdrop guide for 2024 for newbies. Because a lot of people are asking, what do I do with the airdrops? Is there like a guide? How do you do it? So I thought I'd just do this quick video. I'll try to make it short as possible so it's just going to be a rough overview and then kind of like what to expect. So let's roll that intro and let's get into the video. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So I did do this article on Mirror. It's like a platform like Medium when you can turn your articles into NFTs. And you're probably thinking, well, why did I even do this? It's pointless. And the reason being is on-chain activity, which is kind of like one of the prerequisites. So anyway, I'll link this article below. You can have a look at it. So if you scroll down here, I'm basically going to talk about this article here. So there's literally going to be there's already like hundreds of airdrops. There'll probably be like 2,000 to 3,000 airdrops this year, but there's probably only going to be any sort of maybe about 100 or 50 decent airdrops. Okay, now just be aware there's a lot of scams on Medium and X and YouTube. That's how these scammers are tricking newbies. So just be aware of that. The best sources are this drop tab, and I'll show you this one here. This one's I'll put all the links below. Okay, so if you come along here and the left hand side, you'll see potential airdrops, and then these is a bit like it just shows you the airdrops, and then the biggest airdrops, like the most legit airdrops. Well, the legit, there is all legit. Okay, so just follow these ones here and you shouldn't have a problem. Once you start scrolling on Twitter and start looking for these people making these outlandish posts, or come along here, claim your airdrop, it's a scam. Just trust me. Okay, so that's drops tabs, and literally just this link here alone is got enough for you. That'll keep you occupied for all of 2024. All right, and then there's another one, DeFi Llama. Everyone knows this one, which is again, DeFi Llama. I'll put the direct link. Come along here, click on DeFi, and then the drop down menu, click on airdrops, and there's literally like hundreds. But there's, like I said, there's only like a few really good ones, probably 50 good ones. All right, look at these. These are just literally just if you did airdrop farming full time, it's a full-time job, and even that is takes up like 12 hours a day. So there's basically three types of three. No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure there's more, but these are like the main ones. There's free sociify tasks. So these are just airdrops that basically you just share, like, retweet, that sort of stuff, and you can get an airdrop at the end of it. Now these you've probably seen these a lot before, and these are still worth doing. But these this free sociify tasks, this is the worst airdrop. Okay, because it's free, anyone can do it, and everyone does do it. But you can still find gems. Okay, testnet users. I'll give you examples of these in a second. Which is basically they're testing their testnet, and you can just basically use their testnet with free testnet tokens. And usually these ones here, these can be like a really profitable. I know Zeta Chain, that was one that was a testnet. I used a testnet and I got an airdrop, so that can be profitable. Points of volume DEX, which is I do not like points, because it's kind of like it's not a scam, but it's like we're going to give you a bunch of points, and then at the end of it, we'll decide later what those points are worth. But in the meantime, here's my referral link, and you can refer people to the points. One of the big examples of this one was Eigenlayer. Eigenlayer was one that basically you referred people, and it was just points based. So heaps of people in Eigenlayer referred, like one guy I know, I don't know him personally, but I saw his, he did a video on it, and he referred like 300 ETH worth of people, and he got points, and those points actually, they don't actually translate to ETH. They don't actually give you ETH in return. They just give you points. And the points system is not very good because it's based off like everyone gets points, so there's no actual real solid metric on points. It's just a whole bunch of people getting points, and then we'll figure out at the end of the day, we'll cut the pie up, and then we'll get so many points. Whoever gets points, the most points, gets the most bit of the pie. I do not like point systems at all. DEXs use them. On-chain activity, I think this is the best one, but again, takes money. And I'll show you an example, and then combination of on-chain NFTs, Sociify, even referrals as well. Okay, so referrals I could probably throw in here as well, but then again, it's kind of like a given. So here I've got the best ones are obviously the ones that you spend money on gas and will invest in, like on-chain transactions. So let's just get into it. Free Sociify tasks. Again, this is the lower end of the totem pole. This is one of them, but again, you could get some good ones on this. Okay, it's just a matter of kind of who's doing it. Like here, this one, Nibiru, I did a video on this, and then you just come along, you share and tweet and follow and stuff, and you get these points. Problem is, everyone's doing it, so you think you're getting like a lot of points. Hey, I got 24,000 points, but so does 500,000 other people. So what does it equate to? Not much. See, points it's deceiving, in my opinion. Testnet users. So testnet users, an example would be DOP. All right. There's a lot actually do this. So this is testnet users on DOP, and they had their testnet before, and you actually had to get Sepolia ETH, and then you had to bridge it over, and then you had to claim your Sepolia ETH, and then you had to use their to claim their assets, swap it over, and then encrypt it, and then move it back over. So their whole thing with DOP was they can encrypt the transactions. So that's kind of the thing with DOP. So you moved transactions, you moved them back over, you invited some friends, and kind of like completed all this. So this one here is actually going to be a good project because they raised millions of dollars anyway. So that's kind of like the thing you want to go for when you look for the airdrops. You want to go for the ones that are raised millions of dollars, and you can, like I said, you can find them at these two links is all you need, to be honest. You can see here raises funds as far as raised. Like this Zora one, they raised 60 million. Eigenlayer raised 164 million. Layer 0, they raised 263. So these are the ones you kind of like want to go. And probably the granddaddy, which hasn't happened yet, ZK Sync, 458 million. So these, just go after these ones because these are the ones that you want to get. So that's testnet users. Points for DEX. There's tons of these. There's literally tons of them. One of them is CaminoFi. Camino Finance is one that you just basically, you add liquidity, you trade, and trading liquidity and doing all these perpetual things, it's highly risky. So, you rack up your points. There's literally another popular one is MarginFi, where you literally just trade, swap, bridge, and you get points. I do not like these ones because it's just points based. It's not real, ETH. Another one is on-chain activity. The on-chain activity is probably my favorite one because it's slow and so ZK Sync is a points-based system, and how they work, it's pretty complicated, but basically it's on-chain transactions on multiple protocols over a period of time. Okay, so this is how they're stopping farmers, people that are doing. I mean, you can still do it on multiple wallets, and people still do on multiple wallets. Okay. But they're stopping these. If you transact between those wallets, they can what they call blacklist your wallet, or they can stop these. The word is Sybil attacks, or like the terminology they use. So they're stamping out these farmers. But a good way to do it, if you want to do like these big airdrops, I'm talking the main ones like ZK Sync, Layer Zero, Zora is another one I think is going to be really good. Base, Scroll, these are all layer 1s and layer 2s. So these are massive airdrops. They basically go by the Arbitrum kind of requisites, or the Arbitrum, how Arbitrum did the airdrop. And to find I use this thing called ZK Swap website, and then just come to, I'll put the link below, and just come to this other one called ZK Flow, right? And it's kind of like it shows you like kind of like what to do. So here, as you can see at the top here, it's got ZK Sync, Scroll, Linear. Linear's having an airdrop as well. I think they're having a second airdrop, I'm not sure, but they're having another airdrop. Base, so these are the airdrops that are coming. Just come and connect your wallet, MetaMask. I've been using, they actually have a point system and everything, but see, you can see here, with this wallet here, ZK Sync, I've done 234 transactions. I've spent 47 on gas, and you can see here, I've done, I've done 234 transactions. That's a lot. So you can see here, they've got this kind of like, you can use this as a guide. You come along here and you do these transactions on here. Some of these transactions I haven't done for a while. Some of these ones I've done 20 days ago. So the key to this is this is just a small list. There's like literally heaps, hundreds of lists. But you can come along here and you can see like the bridge. You've got a bridge over from Ethereum to ZK Lite and ZK Era. And then transactions over time. Okay, see, some of these I'm not even completed. Transactions, volume, transactions and interactions. See, I've conducted over 100 transactions or more on 100 different smart contracts. See, so multiple transactions over multiple platforms or protocols over time. Transaction value, I have not done over 10,000. And then the bridged assets I haven't done. And then there's ZK Lite I've done. So this gives you a good idea of what you need to do, all right? So it's come and use these protocols as much as you can, like, maybe like once or twice a week. That's basically it. But it's the consistency. They want to see consistency. They don't want to see, farmers come here, use this like ODOS, use this. See, the thing with ODOS, you can do like multiple currencies at once. See, I could just come along here and do like multiple transactions. So these are all the things it's going to swap to. It's going to go from ETH, and it's going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 transactions in one hit. All right, and this is going to give me all on-chain activity, right, in one hit. They don't want to see this. They want to see consistent activity. They want to see this, but they don't want to see like, one hit wonder stuff, because that's what farmers do. All right, so that's ZK Sync. You can do this for, come back to ZK Swap. I like to use this website every day. Scroll is another one you can do. See, I've only done 11 transactions on Scroll, so I need to work on Scroll. Linear, I've done more transactions on Linear, 54. So it's got here completed task and potential airdrop. So, 2,225. So that's not, don't take that with a grain of salt. And then there's base. Base have not done many at all. So I need to work on that. See, so this gives you a good idea of kind of like what it gives you, a snapshot and a diary of kind of like, what I need to do. And every time you use one of these, it'll show up, and so then you go, okay, I've done that one, now I can do another one. So I like using this website every day. That will give you example of on-chain activity. right? You need to do a lot of on-chain activity to be eligible for these airdrops. I've done multiple videos on ZK Sync. It also includes buying NFTs and stuff. So, and then the last one, I could have thrown in the referrals, but referrals is like, pretty much along all these. And then the combination of on-chain activity, buying NFTs, and SocialFi. Like most of these are combinations, but the main thing is like kind of what I'm pointing out. So yeah, the combination on-chain. Another one would be this one here, Layer 3. They do a combination of what they're doing with this one is not only are you completing all these tasks and doing on-chain activity, but you're also going to get the on-chain activity for the actual airdrops itself. Like for example, Linear Park. Here, you come along here and you complete all these. See, I've done that and that, and then there's still heaps to do. But as I'm doing this and I'm getting points for this, it gives me a progress through all these tasks on Layer 3. I'm also getting the on-chain activity for Linear. So this is a good one, this Linear Park. That's why I highly recommend do this one, this Layer 3, because all this on-chain activity that you're doing here is going to help you qualify for the Linear airdrop as well as the Layer 3 airdrop. So you're doing two birds with one stone. You're just using their RPC. So you're doing the transactions using their swap. See, if you use their swap, they're going to give you like a bonus. They're going to give you like this, boost and all this sort of stuff. Because you're using the RPC and they get like a kickback, right? But you're still going to get like, good morning. Okay, I've got to click that. But you're still going to get the on-chain activity, which is what you want for the Linear airdrop, right? So this is a really good website, actually, to be honest. It gives you all, like, if you scroll down, see, it gives you all the categories: Base, Solana, ZK Sync, Arbitrum, Polygon. So if you complete all these tasks, you're going to get all the on-chain activity for all these potential airdrops. OP mainnet's kind of like ongoing. And also you're going to get the the Layer 3, potential Layer 3 one. So here, rewards claim, I'm not sure. Okay, I've got to activate that. So yeah, I've been doing this one for the last, probably a week or so, and there's a lot into it. It's like a heaps. So this gets quite expensive. Okay, like you're spending like $50 to $100 just on gas. So, but I think it's going to be worth it. Okay, so there's that one. So that's kind of like a combination of on-chain NFT. But again, like this, I've only touched the surface. There's Zealy, B2 Network. They do a lot of on-chain stuff. Another place is TaskOn. So a lot of these airdrops, they use these websites. You come along here, these SocialFi websites, but some of these airdrops, like some of these protocols and new airdrop projects, they still give a lot of weight to you doing these tasks. So there's TaskOn. Another one is Galaxy. You've probably seen heaps of Galaxy ones where you need to come along and share this, visit this place, do this, you get points. But it's still worth doing because these will give you either whitelists or special perks into like kind of like their ecosystem. There's Mode. I've done a video on that. This is going to be a good one. So there's so much to this. But lastly, I would say there's a couple of points actually. The Manta token and the Starknet token, people got really disappointed because they were really big airdrops, right? Manta Pacific, if you guys remember that one, it was a really big airdrop, and tons of people did it, but a lot of people had to move massive volume, but there's still people that got 30,000, 40,000 tokens, like the big dogs, but they had to put in like, 500 or 1,000 ETH to get that. But most of the small players that only put in like 1 ETH, they got nothing. You know what I mean? So that's why people were disappointed with the Manta one, and then also the Starknet one. Starknet was, a lot of people were disappointed with that one as well. It's going to go around because the pie is only so big. And just be careful of scams, okay? Don't go on Twitter or Medium and look for these airdrops. How to connect your wallet here, your wallet will get drained. They're scammers. Some random airdrop or whatever you never heard of. They'll use AI photos to make it look pretty and look legit. It's just a scam. All you need to do is come to this or DeFi Llama, and these are the legit airdrops, okay? Just be very careful. Do not just start doing stupid shit on Twitter because there's so many scammers out there. And then the last thing is just you've got to take action. This takes a lot of work. Airdrops is not easy, but it can be rewarding. You've seen the screenshots. You've seen people get massive airdrops. You see the screenshots of what was it? Dimension was one. Manta was like the exception because people put in hundreds of ETH of that one, so you can't really judge on that one. Jito was one that was really lucky. And you see all the screenshots afterwards, right? So it is profitable, but you do have to take massive action. All right, guys, I know it's a bit of a long video, but I'll try to make it as short as I could. And I'll put a link to this article so then you can have a look at it. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.